Hi there, I'm Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on Alma by Gustavo Santaolalla. Don't know how to pronounce his name, sorry. I've done a cover version of it, go and check that out. I'll leave a link in the description and a card above. Just before I teach you it today though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, click the like button as well. Leave me some comments in the comment section, including any songs you want to learn, where in the world you're from, if you're enjoying it, and if you love what I'm doing and you want to support me, I've got a Patreon account. I'll put the tabs for this on there so you can print them out so you've got them at home as well. My guitar's in standard tuning and I've got a capo at the 7th fret. It wasn't originally played on the guitar, so I've just done a guitar arrangement of it. We've got quite a lot to get through, so here it comes. The first line sounds like this. So for that, we're on fret 5, which is actually fret 12 on the guitar, and then 7, so 12 on the B string, so that's fret 5 because we've got a capo on fret 7, second finger on G7 and third finger on E7, and you play the B string, then the G, then the E, and then it does that again. So you got that twice in the first bar, so the bar 1. Then you go down to fret 5 with your third finger on the B string, second finger on G4, first finger on E3, and you do the same right hand in this, in fact the same right hand all the way through this little section. So play the B string, the G string, and then the E string twice in each bar. So you got, so bars 1 and 2. Bar 3, you just put your finger flat across the E, B and the G strings at the 5th fret, and then same right hand. And then bar 4, little finger on the B5, first finger barred across the E, B and the G strings at the 2nd fret. And you get... It's a little bit tricky to get your little finger so it doesn't touch the E string, so you just got to put your hand further around. So the whole of the first line goes. And up speed. On to the second line, and it's the same as bar 2. So we've got our first finger on E3, second finger on G4, third finger on D5, and it just does that all the way through. So 4 bars you've got. And do a little diminuendo, make it go quieter, and then actually on his version he builds up towards the end, so it's like. And then it repeats the first 2 lines. So let's put the whole of the A section together, the first 2 lines we've got. And then you repeat those 2 lines, and then we go to the B section. The first line of the B section sounds like this. So for that we've got the open G string, B1, then little finger on D4 to G2, back to the D4, and then the open E string. So you got into bar 10. We keep our fingers on the same pattern for the first 2 bars. We're going to play the G2, the D4, the G2, the D4, then the B1, and then you just have to change on that last hit to fret 2 on the D string. So that first and second bars of that line, bars 9 and 10, you've got. Into the next bar, open G, then B4, then D4, then G2, D4, open E, into the next bar, same shape, held on, B4, then D4, G2, D4, B4, and then D4. So bars 11 and 12, you've got. So the whole line, you've got. to the next line. All you need to do is put your first finger on D2 and then play the G, B, D, B, D, and then E string. So you got into bar 14, the D string twice, the B, the D, and then E, back to the D, so bar 14. Bar 15, you just got the open G, the open B, the D, the B, the D, and the E. And bar 16 is the same as bar 14. So the whole of that line, first 4 bars go. And then it will repeat back and play from bar 9 to the previous line. And then you go back onto this line, and then you don't play bar 16, you play bar 17 instead, which is just the open E. And the last section, the C section, starts like this. So that's the first line. Starts with E4, then D2, and then E1, E, and then E1. Back to the E4, then D2, E1, E, E1, and then B3. So you got. Then hold down like an A minor shape, which is your first finger B1, second finger D2, third finger G2, and you're going to play the G, B, D, G, D, E. Then hold that shape down into the next bar, you play the B, D, G, D, B, G. So bars 20 and 21 you've got. Then you've got to go all the way to E6, back to the D2, and then E2, E, E2, and the D2. So the whole of that line slowly, you've got. Onto the next line, it starts with that same bar, and then play A2, and then playing up G4, B4, E7, B4, G4, then them all at the same time in bar 25, and then just a G4 into. A little bit, which is playing E3, B5 and D4 at the same time, and then a little trill going from E2 to E3 back to E2, open E, B3, slide into B1, another B1, a little trill on B to B1 to G2, and then another G2, G1, and then A3, D2 and G2 at the same time. So bars 26 and 27 we've got. And then on to the next line, we've got. Which is just holding A, D2, D4 and G2 at the same time. Another G2, open E twice, B4 to D4, G2 to open E, and then open G, E, D2, B, D2, and then D2 with open G, B and E strings. So from bar 29 we've got. And then I also went back to the A section again at the end of it. So let's put it all together. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson. Hopefully it's made sense. If you want to print the tabs off for this, I'll put it on my Patreon account. I've said it really cheaply. Go and check that out. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Thanks for watching this. If you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, it really does help me out. Give me a like on the video. Leave me some comments in the comment section. I love to hear where you guys are from. It's amazing that people are watching this around the world. If you could let me know what songs you want to learn as well, what you thought of the video. Just give me some feedback, it would be amazing. Thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.